Hello and welcome. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have a good time tonight. Tonight we are racing at the Austin, or in Austin at the Circuit of the Americas. I think this is going to be a blast of a race. I hope people will behave, and I hope that we will have some interesting fights. Oh, but first of all, let me quickly change my livery. I don't know why this is changed now. F1, nope. F1 25 Haas, and then it's Dakota Stars livery. Host, of course, hidden session. I just want to do a few practice laps before we go into the lobby with the others. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the voice chat with the others, because sometimes it's messy and the emotions can get high, so I don't want to be in the chat thinking about hurting my or other feelings from the others. So I want to focus, and we can discuss any sort of issues later after the race if anything happened. But yeah. I'm not having Paladin stream in my stream in the background, because I want to watch his commentary afterwards, and also it can be distracting. Not that his commenting is distracting me, but it can be distracting in a way that I have lag, or that my stream gets laggy or whatever, that sort of thing. And as it happened, I think in Baku, as I raced last time round, because in Singapore I didn't participate at all, and I noticed that me streaming his stream and my stream has a delay of a few seconds, and then it sort of is irritating. So yeah, I want to focus on my own race, because I think tonight we have some decent pace. Maybe I can challenge some of the drivers that are usually ranked higher up. So I'm expecting to have a somewhat decent race. Maybe, depending on the number of drivers participating, I hope to have some points at the end of the race, because I haven't scored in a long time, and the points that I scored were just meager 1 or 2 points or whatever. So I need to sort of get my shit together and score some decent points, hopefully. But we will see. I need very low 1 minute 15s in order to be at least competitive tonight. Not like this. This cannot and shouldn't happen during the qualifying, because that would mean that our lap times get deleted. So let me do one quick hot lap, or maybe two. and then we have to join the others in at the event server. I think it's going to be very spicy tonight, especially lap 1 shenanigans will be very important. Also, not only lap 1 but lap 2 and 3 as well, because the grid will be bunched together, especially here in a long straight. I've noticed in the practice sessions that we had, it can get quite tricky. I have somewhat of a different line approaching certain corners in comparison to some of the drivers, and some drivers may think that there is an opening to attack, which might lead into accidents. I hope I can stay away from those, but yeah, we will see. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk a lot during the race, because it will get heated and I really need to focus to score some decent points tonight. Some of the main rivals like J-Benz and Dremet sort of got away in the last few races with a couple of points, especially J-Benz. And I need to sort of get back to them. Constructors wise, I am the sole Haas driver so far. I had some teammates until round 6 or 7, I believe it was, but as these races are during the during the work days, it's kind of difficult to get my other 2 teammates into here, and so yeah. I mean, I could technically tune in to Paladin's stream in the background. Let me quickly check if that is possible. Is Paladin streaming, by the way? That's one of the questions. Into the hairpin. I would recommend to watch his live broadcast, because that is definitely helping him as well to grow, and also he's doing amazing stuff. So yeah, for anyone interested, please go ahead and watch his stream. And yeah, he is actually streaming, so I need to see if McVision is in here. If so, I have to... Oh, Paladin is having a help from Waffle. Okay, I'm gonna mute this thing and I'm gonna...
Something today. It's a change in points. But also, yeah, Radi last time out scored his first points.
Please go ahead and watch Paladin's stream.
Which is fantastic for him. we saw last time out also other drivers being there. But honestly, last race, Singapore, wasn't very interesting for me personally. It was nice to have Cyber there for casting. And but yeah, the racing itself was not very eventful because we were only 12 drivers, and I hope this changes today. And looking at the game, it very much seems the case because we are already 14 people connected, which is fantastic news, Waffle. Or what do you think?
I think it's gonna be good.
Nice.
Let's try to get the hang of
That
it.
is-
I might just focus on. I could focus on the strategy again, maybe, just like the last times.
If you want to do, you could do this. I have already here the strategy cheat sheet from Ikiava. Cheat sheet. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Paladin, for telling me that, because I have my own strategy made up. I hope it's going to work.
In front of my fourth.
So yeah.
As I said, I had two of my mates were over for dinner, and we had a great time together. So actually, yeah, that explains the beers. Fastest strategy is soft, medium, which is the 2-stopper. There is also the possibility of a 1-stopper with medium hard, which I personally wouldn't like to see because I hate 1-stop races. It's boring. You could also do a soft hard, or a medium soft hard, which would be fantastic. Or if you are very, very keen on exploring the possibilities of a good race strategy, you could do soft, medium, which is totally out of left field. And I like
Exotic
it
strategies
I hope
from
that somebody
Paladin.
tries it out.
But I don't think so.
I am very, very, very much looking forward to the strategic battles that we will see on track. Here's the track map, by the way, for everybody who has never saw circuit who never saw this is Circuit of the Americas. I actually, Waffle, I don't think that the improved track by Cyber, who redid a lot of the old Lisco track, it's still the same basis, just adjustments in corner cutting, penalty stuff like this. I don't think it has 4 sectors anymore, actually. So yeah, TrackMan not quite up to date, but honestly, who cares? It's the racing that we are all charged has to get P2 to win the championship. Really? No, it's 1.043. The current version. I guess so. Circuit. Okay. Windows is telling me that an update is available. I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
This is the.
Let's have some
I don't know.
music in the background again.
We are getting ready for qualifying.
I'm not sure
what
how
was I going to say
this
just
sounds in the stream, but
yeah.
I hope it's
Anyway.
not too much.
Oh no! Did you delete it, or do you? Was it? But shouldn't I see it? What was made available to me? Strats F1, yeah, here it is. Let me.
Okay. Good luck,
Let me
everyone.
just share your document back to you. Nice. Okay. Hi. Ooh, what's going on here? Charged has to get P2 to win the championship, no question asked. Yeah, Cyberpunk it says it has 3 sectors and did not change except shortcut stuff. Also, the version is 1.043. Paladin is talking about graphic, right? Hi. I lost. Hello, Dremhead, by the way. Hello, Cyber. Hello, Iggy. I don't know if I already said that. Yes, I was talking about that the graphic on the screen is wrong and that it has. But yeah, Cyber already said so. It starts. Finally, someone who's paying attention. Not me, by the way. And I need to show the race maybe. F1 cast.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I am professional, by the way. Why is the game not shown? Ah, now it is. Okay. Ooh, I was concerned for a second. Hello, by the way, to everyone who just joined. 9 viewers. That's nice. Okay, we are looking at the qualifying. 17 people in. That is fantastic. We have Dremet, Darren, Charge, Kusandari, Grandi, Omeli, Steph, Para, Cyborg, not Great Aryan, so just Aryan because I'm too lazy to pronounce the rest. McVision, Yuki, Yono, Radi, Taxivader, Iyava, and J-Benz. Okay, do you want to place bets or what is the... What is the thing for today?
I mean, I've been out for so long, so...
Indeed.
How this one is gonna go, but if I had to pick one... I don't know, I might go for not Agrarian?
Just Aryan. Great Aryan. Not Great Aryan.
I don't know, yeah, Great Aryan.
J-Benz is coming.
Because I think I've driven against him in the Sunday Cup and made him mad maybe because I crashed him out a lot, but he was quite fast. So, maybe.
You crashed into him on Sunday. You nasty boy. Why didn't I have that on the clip in the news? That would have been great.
Like right before the start finish.
That's the best thing. Crashing out Dremet always is good. Please don't quote that against me if I ever crash into you, Dremet. Okay, so we are approaching start-finish straight. Charged is already charged up with the fastest lap, 14.7. I have absolutely no clue what is fast here and what is not. I honestly, when I took the picture for the thumbnail for the stream, I drove to so many shortcuts that I only did like 3 laps and then I said, ah, fuck it, I'm too stupid for this. So yeah, that's the story of my race so far. Yeah, dude, there was a car going off. Yono crashed actually. That's not so good for him. Yormelli driving a very not Ferrari looking Ferrari, which we could just turn up as a special kind of livery. But seeing a black, white and orange Ferrari is kind of off-putting to me. But that's okay. We are all in for the creativity because TSU is a great game that awards such things and makes it possible to build all these kinds of nice tracks in-game. This one is built by the great Liskomis and improved on by Cyberpunk. And we see Charged going off track, but I think it doesn't really matter. Because Charged is anyway still the fastest. He is still there.
15.4
I would have not expected
is
that.
Not enough
And
for
nearly out of the game.
top 10. Like what the
last
fuck?
2 players, or the last 3. So
I am lucky to be
Radi
to go for
will be eliminated.
through the others. Oh
Dremet
my god!
Just making the cut by 0.1 second. Then we have Yuki, Cyberpunk, Igiyawa, J-Benz. And then Grandi, Darren, Stealth, Yono, Yomeli, Kosandari, Taxivader, McVision, and Charged in P1. And Charged actually 0.2 seconds ahead, which is a big thing for qualifying, in my opinion. So I think, I don't know about you, Waffle, but I think we can maybe I will quote you. Ah, fuck. You got me, Draven.
Good job, Dragon.
Yeah, this is going
I
to be
think it's the
intense.
same
I am
bet
already
for
like
me
hyped,
today. That's
as you probably can tell on my
Charged wins the championship.
watch, like the beats per minute.
Yeah, I mean,
My
it's
heart
already
rate
tough,
is
so
kind of high.
gonna be tough
But yeah,
for the others. But let's see.
But maybe
Track of the strat as much as I can.
if you recall, I don't know if you casted there with me.
I hope
or
Remit
if you
is not
watched,
peaking during
but
the.
on Silverstone it was
during-
similar.
during
Charged
his qualifying.
scored pole position, but he started on not optimal tire setup. And actually, I think he finished that race in like 4th or something like this. He couldn't move forward. Maybe we can see something like this.
Okay, I'm quiet.
Oh, Waffle quiet.
I guess, yeah, a bit louder. Yeah.
Yeah, you are appearing loud to me in Discord. That's why I tuned you down, but I think I can manage. I can manage
Yeah,
anyway.
maybe just in OBS.
Yeah, I had it down to minus 6 dB, and now you are at 0 again. I think that should work out.
Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. Okay, Waffle.
Sounds good.
Nice. There was a new thing patched which I wanted to try out today.
I am shaking for some reason. Like I cannot.
Shift and go.
Like either I'm cold because my window is open in
Oh,
that
that
room,
is so
or
nice.
it's just the adrenaline.
If you press Shift and 1, you will automatically be guided to the leader. That is so good. That-
2
that-
is kinda like 9th place or something like that.
I think so. Yep. Shift 2 goes back to the previous selected player.
Ah, that's what it is.
That is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Charged with a 14.3. He's even faster
Charge
now.
is crazy.
Somebody making P2 currently, which is also really nice. And we see actually Darren, Yormali, one of the Mercedes in stealth, Cyber and Iron on the cutting block. Which is not honestly what I would have expected. I mean, yeah, there's still a second lap to come, but I would have expected Cyber and Yomali especially to be a little better. But honestly, the rest of the field is also looking very, very tough to beat. So, I mean, this is small margins. We have some shortcut laps here, but it's still nothing is finished yet. It's still all very, very open. And here we see Cyberpunk making some moves around the corners. I don't know even if these corners have names. I think they are mostly all numbered. But Circuit of the Americas is, in my opinion, one of the best tracks designed by Hermann Tilke. So yeah, it's
No
a
improvement.
nice, definitely a nice track.
Interesting.
Always delivers good racing, very entertaining guy. And
it is what
we
it is.
have results in, yeah. So Charged with his 14.3,
Oh my God,
staying
McVisson,
in
what the
pole
fuck?
position. Taxi Vettel taking P2 for Red Bull,
Dremet
which
and
is
J-Benz. Nice.
Then we have Kosandrik, Randy, Yono,
Very
Darren,
nice.
Iliala, Dremet, J-Benz, and Yuki to complete the top 10. And McVisson, our P2 scorer of the previous round, now dropping out in the second qualifying, which is
Stealth, what the
super
hell?
insane to me. We have Iron in P12.
What is with stealth?
Stealth again also dropping out. I would have never expected that. Then we have Cyberpunk, and then we have Yomali in P15. Dremet laughing about Cyber being out of qualifying, which is just brutally mean if you ask me. But I mean, you are technically also a VSR driver, so you must find this also entertaining.
It's classic Dramit behavior.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's the good old days.
The good old days. Yes, but talking about back in my day, sometimes I have to admit I miss the old Circuit Superstars days with WTC going on, stuff like this. That was crazy. That was actually that was a special time in my life. But I had
This is going
because I
to
was
be
still
definitely
studying,
a lit
I had
race.
so much time to just train for hours and hours.
Oops,
That was crazy.
Let's see.
Maybe not so good for my social life.
Good
but
luck,
I had
everyone.
fun.
Nice to see again. J-Vance, Dramit, top 10
Was
especially.
quite the same for me.
Nice to see those two
Spending all that time
getting on,
practicing
as well as
against all
Igiyama
of
also.
those
Very
tricks.
strong performance from him there.
At the end, maybe for
So
nothing,
far-
but still had a great time. Fuck, had a
This
shortcut
is
penalty in the one and couldn't go
Going to
all,
be very tense.
all in second. Oh, that's so unfortunate, McVison. You had
See.
such a great pace in Q1, but maybe you can
Dramit
use
went through
the
a shortcut,
pace
I think.
still to your advantage
Yeah,
in
first mistake there.
not in qualifying, in the race,
Igiyama running very
actually.
well. Also,
Because
he went through a shortcut.
I
J-Vance
think
with a
in the-
mistake there.
In the first
That
lap,
is
you
not
maybe need to be
good
very
for them.
careful
They will
around
at
these
least
hard
here and
braking
run
points,
in
but I
lap
think
1
then
of
you can start
Q3.
overtaking a lot of
They
slow
will be,
drivers in front of you. Because you
in the last
definitely have
spots,
the stuff for podium today, McVison.
because
honestly.
everyone else
I think you
is,
shouldn't,
I
you
think,
shouldn't
running
let
well
yourself
so
down
far,
too
as
much
well
by
as
this result.
who's this Darren?
Listen,
Yeah.
maybe you can give us a quick insight on which type of strategies we're gonna see tonight.
All
What
of
is your
them.
guess? What most people
I
will
can
pick?
I can tell you already.
that
We'll
is
see all of them.
actually an interesting thing.
Okay, good luck for
That
lap
I
2
would love to see.
for all those that screwed up
some
lap 1.
in race or paddock inside information there. I just witnessed.
I wonder if it's gonna be like the one
Yeah.
stop or if people gonna go with
Dramit with the shortcut, so he is
But
definitely
the problem
dropping
is,
down.
on one stop you actually have a lot of fast corners here,
Everyone
and I
else
think if
doing
you are
well.
going to one stop, stretching out mediums and stretching out hards, then you get a lot of troubles around these
Ooh.
SS types of corners. And I
Yeah,
think
there
that
no
this
improvement.
will,
There are
this
no
will,
improvement.
This will
J-Vance might
feel
improve.
not good for a lot of drivers. So
Taxivator
I
might
think they
improve.
keep off of it.
Let's see.
I am hoping to see that someone does the
Wait,
free
is that
stop,
no? That's Yuki actually.
but I don't expect that. I think most will
Yuki
go
might
for
improve
like
as well.
one stop
Cassandra doing well
variation.
as well. Yono is here. Nice. Oh, maybe that was Yono actually.
yeah, one stop or
Wait,
two stop.
was
I
that?
think.
Oh yeah, Nestor is
The
not
interesting thing
running
is,
tonight. Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I know
So
that
he
Charles
managed
is
to
bloody
get
fast. But now
Yono in
watching
here.
his car
That's very
move
good.
here,
Cassandra, very strong performance so far from him. Randy as well.
it looks
P2 currently.
really like
Let's see, J-Benz is
clunky
looking
today,
promising,
in my
and
opinion. It's
Dramit
not-
as well.
maybe it's like it's the
J-Benz
track
and Dramit
doesn't
look
suit his
promising
driving
there.
style, but he's not
J-Benz
like
P6, Dramit P7.
looking
Nice
dead
one.
alive, the car. I mean, it's a
Okay,
ghost,
so
so
far,
ghosts
7 and
are
8.
barely
Okay.
alive. I
J-Benz
thought that was funny, but
Very strong
yeah,
lap there.
especially here around these slower corners, the cars. Ooh, that was a big shortcut for Jan, no?
Yeah.
It looks. It doesn't look that fast, you know.
Oh, okay.
J-Benz. Oh, Jano going into the pit lane now. there's another car parked there. Is it
It's
Darren?
Darren, yeah. Darren was parked
Okay,
there.
we have charged in P1. Taxi went on P2 for Red Bull. Grandi in P3. Kusandari very close to Grandi in P4. Kusandari is also a driver who improved a lot over the season. Then we have Yono P5, Yuki P6, J-Benz P7, Brandon
I need to
P8,
calm down a little bit.
Iyava P9,
Quick,
and Darren
quick, yeah.
P10. Just to complete the top 10. The rest of the drivers I haven't remembered, but if we look at the standings, we can see them.
Okay, let's see the
P11
standings.
is McVison,
Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Ian is P12, P13 Cyber, P13 Stealth, sorry. P14 is Cyber. Then we have Yormeli, Pera, and Radi in P17. The points you see displayed are not actually representative, they are just there for keeping the standings in the right order with the 3 qualifyings. Okay, and now we get ready for the race. I'm very much looking forward to see what Charge can do from pole position, but I'm a lot more interested in seeing the carnage unfold in the background. Waffle, are you already up on your heels, expecting a great race, or do you think this one will be won at the start?
Well, we'll see. Depends on how much chaos it's gonna be on track. I think the start is gonna be interesting, especially since the first corner is a hairpin. That's always an interesting start to see.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be all clean or all well, or some people are gonna get punted already.
Yeah. Also the going uphill braking allows for really late deceleration. So I think we will see some crazy things going on there. I hope nobody will get hurt, but should work out.
I mean, all these fast corners, they also could make for some interesting close racing or side-by-side racing.
Yeah, definitely.
And other than that, it's gonna come down probably to the strategy
And I'm back.
and also like some kind of tire management.
Yeah.
If some people can manage it.
I really wish.
I think also it will be very hard for people to
I wish good luck to everyone.
to keep off the what is it called? To keep off the corner cutting penalties, especially like in the fast S's that we see here in the thumbnail of the track. Oh, that is blocked by my camera, but hey. But yeah, especially in the SS section, I think a small lack of concentration there, you hit a corner cutting penalty and you will very quickly realize that how close the others are to you. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of congratulations to each other in the chat going on, which
A lot of glazing.
is nice for the guys, but uninteresting for the stream. Yeah, what I mean is like here, turns 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There, it's easy to hit a corner cutting penalty there. So yeah, I would expect some carnage going on. Yeah, around there, because especially like with the corner cutting, slow cars don't get ghosted, so they get probably there will be some hits against other cars, which will be nasty discussion behind, but that's after the race. But that's not our concern, Waffle, is it? Yeah, okay. Now we are finally starting.
Let's go.
Can I?
I'm gonna be quick to write down all the
starting tires.
starting tires.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should start on hards or on medium tires, but maybe hards because I'm already at the back. And then maybe soft tires some point.
What's happening here? Somebody not ready. Trouble selecting the car. Oh, do I take the F1 or do I take the F1? Now it's going.
It was me, Paladin, sorry.
And we are off. We are now breaking out of formation early. Let's go into the first corner together with the cars. Doing my best to freak out or some small contact, but it's working out. Charged is leading the race with Taxi Raider immediately under attack and Cassandra going through into P2 already in the S's. Oh, some big contact here. Sauber, the Sauber of Tremont this way around. punted back into P8. Javen's going into P7
Okay.
with Yono in P6 currently, but Darren is on his heels and trying to get past the Sauber and Williams, but so far everything stays the same. We have also Igiyaba now joining, and that's 5 cars. Oh, Darren going dramatically off track, 4 wide. Oh, Igiyaba breaking the latest and gaining like 3 positions in one swoop, which is a fantastic result for the Russian driver. We have Yono still P6, Igiyaba now P7, Yono going off track. We have Darren and Dramet on the inside through the multi-apex corner here. Dramet can hold, but Darren has now the inside. Small contact there, but nothing too bad. We have Stealth who gained a lot of positions. Now in P9, getting his nose up in front of Dramet in a very cheeky move there. Now through the first hairpin again. Already 1 lap gone, which is fantastic. We still have Texivet on P3 and Kusandari now pressuring Charge for the lead, who is struggling a little bit. Charge, I think, was that a shortcut? No, not quite, but now we see the difference. Kusandari is battling with soft tires against Charge's mediums, who seems not up to 10 currently, tire of Charge, and Kusandari can he pull a move? Yes. He goes to the inside there in the Max Verstappen. I punt you off the track hairpin, but so far so good. Nice fair driving. Kusandari now trying to get it up in the inside, but Charge is blocking him very successfully there. Now multi-apex corner coming up, but it's not enough yet for Kusandari. One of the Finnish drivers here. Oh, we contact there. Kusandari is playing it fair, but now Taxi Vader is joining in on the fight, and so is nearly Yuki. It's a Red Bull 4 and 3 currently, which is fantastic news. We also see, like, left at the standings, McVision made up 2 positions, which is good, but I would have liked to see more of him, or would have hoped for him. And yeah, Kusandari. Oh, there is an overtake still here brewing on the horizon, because Kusandari, he just has the extra amount of grip and the extra amount of speed there, and he goes past, at least for the moment being, because Charge is now on the outside, but the outside for the next corner will quickly turn on the inside. But Kusandari, he is nailing the defense there, and now he has Charged fully behind, and not only alongside him. We hear a small collision from the back, and the 2 Red Bulls are now also sneaking up behind Charge. Yuki letting Taxi Vader pass, because maybe there's some team autos going there, but can he also use the possibility and is now up into his stunning P4 again.
I need to get up on speed.
A little back. This is Stealth now on P9, which
so
is similar, let's call it like this, like how it was 2 or 3 laps ago. Cyberpunk in P11. McVision getting pressured by Jabens, who fell back a lot, which is a shame to see, but maybe Jabens on his medium tires. Oh, shortcut penalty for Jabens, and this was what I was talking about. The shortcuts here are so easy to collect. And we see a Ferrari. Oh, it's Yomeli who changed his livery real quick. So now we can actually call the Ferrari a Ferrari, which is great. We even have the small HP logo there. Although honestly, this Ferrari by Yomeli, for my taste, looks far better than the actual Ferrari, how it's driven right now with the blue shit on the airbox. It looks just weird, in my opinion. Ian in P16 currently, Radi in P17, and yeah, Kusandari in the lead now, nearly pulled off 1 second of Charge, who is also pulling away a little bit from the Red Bulls, because the Red Bulls are now in attack of Grandi. Okay, I think I've talked enough for now. Kusandari fastest lap, which is really nice. I want to do this so that we can see the difference between the drivers. Ooh, there and there, going very much off track. Waffle. Are you still there? Or are you deaf? Are you
I'm
deaf from
listening,
me
I'm
and
listening.
talking too much?
No,
What?
you captured all the action, I captured all the tires.
Okay,
So
so-
far every single tire involved from the start, so
Oh,
especially some hards in the back as well. And yeah, naming McVision, he also started on the hards, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting.
Jabin's on the
for which
mediums,
strat
but
they're
he
gonna
fell back
decide
a
to
lot.
go
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I mean, for the back markers, not back markers. That sounds dramatic, but for the people starting behind, it makes sense to use the longer lasting compound at the front, at the start of the race, to get maybe an overcut possibility, to get yourself up track positions, because once you have track position, it is a little easier to defend this instead of having to drive with attack in mind all the time. Dremet now is very close, or getting closer-ish at least, to Darren, who also is getting closer to Stel, who nearly goes off the track with his medium tires. Already at 80%, he is maybe losing a little bit of grip right now, or just lost a little bit of concentration. Can happen again. I mean, it's already very late in the day. We are all working class people, at least most of us, I think, I hope, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us have like schedules. We have to be up at a certain time, so it is not so easy for
In
us.
Germany we call that Geringverdiener.
No, in Germany we call this asozial. Just kidding. Yeah, but honestly, I think the fight in the front is fantastic right now. We have Kusandari with his soft tires pulling away a little bit at least from the group. But then we have Charged, who is trying to keep up with Kusandari and actually doing a great job. I think he's now in his slipstream. I always forget that I can't debug for slipstream as a spectator. Then, I have a... So yeah, I think Charged is slowly but surely getting into a rhythm where he can get potentially dangerous towards Kusandari, which sounds like some menace to society there, how I said it, but it is what it is. Yeah, the Red Bulls are now a little bit more split. There is like a second between them, or like a second to Charge, second to Grande, or half a second, and then Yuki has also a second difference there. Yono actually very close to Yuki, and yeah. We are still looking at some nice and formidable action, but at the back of the field there is not much happening right now. The most interesting thing currently is maybe between here Yuki and Yono. And if we go to the front, we see that Charged is now 3/10 of a second. Oh, Kusandari going off track there. Charged already back up. I thought we had back up to P1. I thought we had still some time to see the fight between them. But Kusandari on 44% soft tires. Yeah, he has to pit soon. I think Kusandari now has to pit 8 laps. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, he's in the pit window right now.
Okay. But crazy how he maybe not all of a sudden, because he lost time the laps before, but I mean he was first for like a couple of laps and now he is back to third. This is very intense.
Like the soft tires are like, they either like start to drop off very fast, it seems.
I think they have a very should have a very steep. Yeah, and Kusandari coming in.
They still have like 67%, 66% to go on the tire.
But the mats normally like they get not useless, but Kusandari is switching to medium. And I think Igiala also in the pit lane, by the way.
Medium, yeah.
also in mediums now. And the thing is, what I witnessed from previous F1 events here. Hey, hi Cole. Back to the pack attack. Nice. Where was I? Yeah, what I knew from previous F1 races. Oh, what's happening at your background, mate? Cyber? Waffle? Hello?
Some loud telephone.
Telephone. Ah.
Telephone. When family is on the phone.
Yeah.
For no reason, just
Very
loud.
Very aggressive. Yeah, from previous F1 events, I know that that the mediums start to lose traction at around 50%. So I think, like at the current rate, maybe in three or four laps, the mediums slowly come into a window where they become very annoying to drive. We saw just missed an overtake and the back. I think it was McVissen probably going past Yormley. And McVissen now on his hards, he is now making progress. Because, yeah, McVissen must have gone past Yormley. And he is now in, let's call it contention with 70% hards to also overtake his teammate Tremit. But Tremit currently also in a close fight, or actually ramming in the back of Cyberpunk there. That was very ungentlemanlike, but happens to the best of us. But Tremit is currently blocking his teammate, but also at the same time attacking his sworn enemy Cyberpunk. So it's not such an easy call to make. I mean, yes, McVissen probably is already shouting to his race engineer that he wants to go past Tremit, but Tremit is also very in a battle, and the gap between them is not closing that rapidly that I see a logical thing in them swapping positions. Maybe on the next straight they are doing this. Yeah, okay, Tremit now goes off track anyway. I don't know if this was on purpose, but it doesn't look like it, because Germany is now also past Tremit. And the problem for all of them is that Cyberpunk is now in the slipstream of Darren and currently pulling away. So before Tremit got off track, he was like half a second into the window of Cyberpunk, and now McVissen is like 6 to 8 to 9 tenths away. So I don't see a possibility currently for McVissen to take this position. But it is still likely that it happens sooner or later.
What, Romelli coming in very early on his stint at 12, switching to hards.
Come in, Cyber. Oh, Terran. It's not weaving, but it was very extensive trying to break the slipstream there. Now Cyberpunk with an interesting move here in the hard breaking point on the outside, trying to outbreak Darren, but Darren, very smart, lets his car run a little bit wider and therefore blocking the exit of Cyber, which is a very smart tactic to avoid an overtaking maneuver. And yeah, what do we see now? Because again, Darren actually now in the pit lane. So Darren said he had enough of the fight, goes into the pit lane, lets himself get overcut by Cyberpunk, but I think that is not really a bad call, honestly. I really think it isn't. Kusandari must have been in the pit lane too. Yes, he was. We saw that. Kusandari now has the problem that he pitted directly into traffic. I don't think he would have wanted this. Yeah, okay, the front is now super wide screwed out. We have between Yugi and Dexivator 2 seconds, and between Charge and Dexivator 2 seconds. Yono is still very close to Yugi, but still not getting a move done, both on the same old medium tires. Cyberpunk actually in P5 right now, with his hard tire compound. Now that he has clean air, he is in a very good place there. Dremet still luring in the background, but slowly losing out on tires. I think his fight will be more with Darren. Dremet now coming in, actually.
When did Kusandari pit? I missed him, it seems.
Very early. No, lap 8 or 10, yeah. Something in there. He was the first to pit together with Igiaba.
Oh. So also lap 8, okay,
Yeah.
I missed him completely.
And Dremet actually came also out in traffic. Behind Yomali, behind Darren, behind Aryan. So this makes it very, very difficult for all of them. And also Yomali and Darren all on fresh tires. Darren actually, I think... Ooh, Darren on soft tires. Huh. So Darren does medium, soft, hard probably. Interesting. Ooh, I'm sorry. The workday is sitting in my bones there. Grandi now going past Kusandari, who didn't have the greatest exits of all time there. But Grandi also now stuck behind McVison. Well, not stuck, but positioned there in a very difficult
Cyberpunk maybe
situation.
trying to go for the one-stop strat, but pitting very early for the maps.
No, if he pits now. No way. He does either hard medium soft or hard medium medium. But I don't think that
most likely.
No, you can't. Over 20 laps, no, not possible. Grandi now past McVison, which is
tell
nice.
that to the Igiaba thread sheet. I mean, it says the pit window starts on lap 14 for the one stop.
Yeah,
so.
but starting with mediums, not with hard.
I know.
That's the fine details there, young Padawan.
But if you can do the maps longer, maybe.
Yeah, but you must.
Let's see what
You
Cyberpunk
should be.
will do.
Oh, who's coming out there? Charged coming out of the pit lane directly in the way of Grandi there, and now behind Grandi actually, but still in front of McVison and Kusandari. McVison didn't pit yet. Grandi is already on 76% softs. So Charged could use the slipstream of Grandi here to get away from Kusandari and McVison. And then probably in like 2 or 3 laps time, when Grandi's tires start to wear, then Charged can get back past him and is then still in his in a very comfortable spot on track. Yuki is actually now leading the race with a 6-second advantage on 33% old tires. And honestly, I think that Yuki is aiming for the one stop. He's coming in now. Let's see. If he switches too hard, then we have Probability of a one stop. Let's see what the crew does in... Yeah, he goes hard. Where does he come out? Stealth in P5 now, Taxivator P6, Igiawa P2, Yuki in P8. Not directly into traffic. He has 2.5 seconds off Darren, but he still has 1.7 seconds to catch up to Ikiaba, which is a good window there. He can get back into his rhythm, and then he can try to attack. And speaking of attack, there's something unfolding behind Dramet, because here Yormeli and Cyber are all really close together with Dramet. Yormeli on 83% hot tires, now going for the move into the very unfair first up move corner. And now he's on the outside, but I think he can stick the move. Cyberpunk for the moment fought for the good old over-under, but now he uses his superior grip of his fresher medium tires to get around the inside there, the multi-apex corner. But still, Yormeli is holding up. Cyberpunk now using the slipstream of Yormeli to sell the move into P1. Slight contact there, but Cyberpunk manages to get in front of Yormeli, which is fantastic news, honestly. But Yormeli hasn't still surrendered all to Cyber, and he's still on the attack. Oh, big contact there. Will they play it fairly? Yes, Yormeli slots in behind Cyber, actually gives it a little bit of a bump draft there to get Cyber back to speed, which is very nice. Very fair play. Well done to both of them. We should go back to the front, in my opinion, because there is something of a Sauber storm here forming up between Stealth, who is on very old soft tires, and McVision, who is as well on very old hard tires. And if I would have to place a bet here, I would say, okay, shoot out hard tires will definitely be more effective here than shoot out soft tires, but so far I'm getting to know better, because Stealth is actually holding up to his position there rather well, I would have said. Yuki now attacking Igiawa. Let's see how this plays out. So far everyone is behaved. Opera and Yono maybe in the pit lane at the moment. Waffle. Ah, nice.
I got it.
Can you tell me what Yono switched to?
He is still on hards, he didn't switch.
Oh,
It was Ruddy and Para.
Ah, okay. But how did Yono fall back so much? It's weird. Maybe he had an accident.
He pitted on lap 15 and went for
okay.
hard tires.
Igiawa now in the tires, yeah, in the pit lane, getting new tires. Radi just missed the checkpoint, but I don't see how that's possible. Let me checkpoint with him. Oh, okay, I have 10 seconds.
On lap 19.
Oh, that. Oh, he's doing this race stop. Definitely. Because we saw like softs being good for 8 to 10 laps.
Yeah, so far Igiawa did soft mats and now softs again. So
Yeah, maybe he goes soft mat. Just for good reasons. Radi just missed the checkpoint, but I don't see how that's possible. Probably he drove off track too much somewhere, because Cyber usually does his checkpoints very tight to the track to avoid corner cutting. And if you go off by accident, then you are likely to miss a checkpoint, or what sometimes he just as he was pitting. Oh yeah, that is. I read something about this in the Tsura Discord in the F1 section, where they said that there is a possibility in the pit lane of missing a checkpoint if you don't approach it right, because the placement of the pit lane makes it a little difficult with the checkpoint system in the game. That could be it, but you should read the post yourself, because I'm not quite that informed on these matters. I just read it that it can happen, but I can't really tell you why. So sorry to not give you a better.
Yeah,
better
there is actually a white arrow in the pit entry,
like it.
which then functions as a marker for where the checkpoints for the pit entry begin.
In the train
so if you
Grandi, we have
approach it from the outer part,
who is close
from the
Grandi,
right
but
side
in
of the arrow,
distance close. But yeah, we have like here
like here,
5 cars,
and then you enter the pits, then you might actually miss the checkpoint.
Metal.
But yeah,
We have like Grandi here, Dremet. So he didn't enter using the pit lane.
Finally pitted for Metz.
Oh, okay. So McVison also doing the one stop.
Yeah.
Okay, crazy.
I mean, he pitted on lap 20.
Ramsing, I think he did try to enter the pit lane, but there's a certain point where you can probably miss a checkpoint there. I can maybe show you real quick here. I just have to find the right position. Oh, it was. So if you look at these lines here, probably Radi missed this because he didn't go into the white line. And here you see this kind of teal coloring besides the green line. And if you drive around this light green here, where the white arrow is, if you drive around the white arrow into the pit lane, then you miss the checkpoint. Yeah, that is definitely what has happened, because this is like the pit indicator checkpoint. Yeah, that's just very unfortunate for him. How do I deactivate this again? Yeah, okay. Okay, Cyber close to Cassandra still, but nothing happening there. Not nothing happening there. Obviously, they are in a nice, great wheel-to-wheel fight. But both McVison and Grandi, who were in front of them, Grandi pulled away and McVison pitted. So this is like now a stalemate, at least for the time being. But nothing too worrisome. The thing for me is, even though it is annoying, in races like this, I would always carry on just driving, even if I had like the checkpoint missed thing. I would just go on and then let it be repaired in the standings afterwards, you know? Because if you hit respawn, then you lose so much time. Instead of saying, yeah, I got over the line, I didn't pit correctly, yeah, okay, it's a 5-second time penalty, but respawning takes away like 10, so I think that is always the better option. Even if you then appear lapped, which for Radi's case, he will probably end up anyway, which is, yes, unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, I would have just gone on and asked for a rectified state of the standings, of the final standings afterwards. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't really matter here. As a matter of fact, Radi is there. Yeah, well, probably in about 10 or not 10 laps, then the race is over, but in a couple of laps Radi will probably get lapped, which is, yeah, happens to the best of us, I guess. Have you ever been lapped, Waffle? In a video racing game? I know in TSU for a fact I have been very often, like Xmas Cup for example, or even in like Indy 500 I fucked up my strategy there, so I've been lapped.
Probably like during like one of the first endurance races or something, maybe.
Oh yeah, there as well.
I'm not too sure.
In the Porsche Cup, you mean?
Yeah, maybe Porsche Cup or something.
No, I mean endurance, the first GTE season. That was where at the end of the season nearly everyone was driving a Porsche because that turned out to be the fastest car. Oh, we have a pit. We have Cyberpunk going into the pit lane. And Cyberpunk switching from his kind of used mediums to another set of mediums. So Cyberpunk, I guess, is not very fond of change right now, so he just sticks to his guns. But yeah, 9 laps mediums is a manageable stint. Would have loved to see him on softs, but probably softs, they fizzle out too fast for him, so he probably just enjoys the fight. With his rival Drummond now for P12 at the moment, which is maybe a tough pill to swallow, but Cyber made up with a couple of places there. Drummond not so much, the race for Drummond got a little bit backwards, I feel like. But this is something that they have to talk about after the race. Which
damn
is
it.
also fine for me. And Drummond temporarily going
Fuck, I messed up.
in front, Cyber trying to get back to him, but outbreaking himself.
What a late lunch.
Yeah, it was a great move for cinema, but it only looked good. Let's call it like this. It was a nice try, but obviously with full lock there, you may get the car turned in, but it was a nice try from Cyber. I would call it that. Ooh, I'm getting very tired now.
Damn it. The
But
downforce
luckily,
loss
we
is
have
so
the F1
huge.
races to entertain us, because Stealth is now closing in on McVision. He should already be in his slipstream there. And we will see if in the next couple of corners we can get another overtake here. Let me deactivate the scoreboard for you for the moment being, because I think, oh, there are 2 more pit lane entries. Yomeli that is, and I think that's Igiyama.
Yeah.
So Igiyama really going for soft medium. No. I don't know. You are the strat guy.
No, Igiyama went for soft, medium, soft.
Okay, crazy.
So,
If you really seem to enjoy the faster combines there.
But at least you got to see the free stopper.
Yeah, true. I should be happy about this. This is what I asked for at the end. Cyberpunk now still stuck behind, or not stuck, but still in fight with Remnant, and Cyberpunk now trying to get a move done around the outside. He already succeeded here once, so why not try it twice? But Remnant is very smart in his racing approach and is blocking the entry of the corner and also very much the exit. Very skillfully. So we can't say clearly who is coming out on top here. Cyberpunk now using all his experience to pull alongside on the main straight, but now Yomli in the Ferrari is trying to get into the game as well here, and he overtakes both of them, but at the same time Cyber managed to pull alongside and then ahead of Dremet after tumultuous turn 1 and 2. But now, yeah, normally is P11, Cyber and P12, Dremet P14. But still, Iyama running P10, which is points for Sauber, which is great. And McVision actually running P6 right now.
Dermot going down the inside of Cyberpunk. Great move.
Oh, and that even worked there.
Stick to the outside? No, he doesn't.
So far.
I mean, I think pit stops are pretty much. I think pit stops are done for now.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be any more, unless someone is still gonna switch it up.
Honestly, I think that McVison's call for the very risky one-stop strategy worked out fantastically for him. I mean, if you consider that he started so far down the bottom, and he's now P6, he did definitely do a McVison race, put no foot wrong, be fast all the time. So, but this is important for all strategies. But what is important for McVison's strategy is that he always pitted, or the one time where he pitted in the window, where he came out in a very attractive track position, and he basically then managed to do some good stuff with it and turned it into P6, which is fantastic. Also Cyberpunk here, not done now, just now for racing. He is trying to find a finite way to get past his racing rival Dremet, and they are just fighting for P12, but trust me, even if these two would fight for a pile of dirt, they would go at it as they are doing now. Not because they hate each other, but because they are just two very competitive persons. And it is fantastic to see these kinds of battle here unfold live in front of our eyes. Also in front of my very tired eyes, but it is what it is, guys. And what were there any surprises or unexpected things for you happening so far, or do you say it's like racing as ever here?
Racing as ever. I mean, the interesting things are definitely, like you said, McVison pulling up ahead as well. I think, if I recall correctly, Stealth also pulled up further.
Yeah, true. They were both eliminated in Q2, definitely.
Yeah, and Stealth is right behind McVison, like at least position-wise. So
yeah,
both of them did a stellar job, like getting back up there.
But did Stealth do a one-stop as well?
Stealth actually did a two-stop.
Yeah, interesting.
So he went mad softs and then hards.
So it's actually not very... Yeah, but... it's not so straightforward, I think. But I don't know. But definitely McVision and Surf did a fantastic job this race. Ooh, Grandi is very close to Yuki now. Ooh. But so far not overtaking him. It's also interesting for me that the amount of stops this race doesn't really correlate with who did good in what strategy, because
So intense against Remet all the time.
Verstappen and McVision did lower amount of stats or stops compared to the others. But I mean, Igiawa did 3 stops and Igiawa is still running P9. So it's not so much the strategy that is important right now as is consistency, and just great racecraft. And this is exactly what we just saw here. Grandi pulling alongside, using the slipstream to all of his advantage. And then
Jabin's in front of me, what the fuck?
to get past Yuki here for P3. For the long term, this won't be of a lot of use for Grandi, because since Charged is on a mission today, he probably will nail the championship. We are also working with 2 deleted results in the championship, so that is also a factor that I didn't consider at first, but I just recalled it, and yeah, that means that probably the championship is over in a couple of laps, which I wouldn't mind, but I would have loved if it played out until the last race. Igiawa here with a small mess. Jormeli actually very close now to Igia. And Jormeli also made it up to P10, which is fantastic for him.
Tara and Jono are still fighting it out.
Yeah, it's...
Charged is almost like catching them towards the last lap now. If they continue fighting like that, they're gonna get left, and will they know that they will be left? And push people harder.
Yeah. But most of them, I think they are good to go.
Last lap is gonna be interesting for Charge, depending on how much Jono and Tara are gonna fight.
I imagine the Charged would have now also to manage his fuel, because they didn't break enough. That would be horrendous. Who's fighting
They are
there?
also close together.
Is the Diano not getting past Clara? Yeah. But this is a fight for position between Diano and Clara. Oh, now it's finally done. Congratulations for Charged. Very well deserved championship
was still
victory.
fighting it out for the last couple corners.
We need to see this. Oh yes. Come on, McVision, defend it. Oh, that's very pushy there. But McVision for the inside. Oh, running stealth wide. Again, and stealth with the better traction. Who's in front?
Oh, what a photo finish. Holy shit.
Oh, again, fully
Cyberpunk
finish.
also into the last corner against J-Benz. Also made a move.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk goes.
Just caught it.
Now it's still Terra 2 against Jono. for P15.
I enjoyed it.
Beautiful back and forth between those two.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
No,
I
yeah,
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
going a little off track there. Seal the down.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely.
maybe a little bit of soft tire advantage, but both tires are pretty much gone last corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's gonna be Jono, I think.
Nice.
What a battle.
That was
Damn.
intense. That was a great race, honestly. Yeah. So Charged takes the crown and the victory, which is fantastic for him. We have Taxivator in P2, Grandi P3, Yuki P4, Kusandri P5, Magvision P6.
I was thinking not
P7,
to overtake.
Darren P8, Iyara P9, Diomandi P10. Then comes Cyber.
I was not going to overtake Javens, but I don't know. Like I felt like if I didn't overtake him, it might have been even worse for him. So
we
yeah.
can congratulate. Also called the pit entry. The back there.
Yeah, please go ahead and watch Paladin's
we can congratulate
stream.
Charge basically to the winning of the championship, which is fantastic. Yeah, thank you, Waffle, for being here, even though I didn't let you talk that much, but it was very exciting. Thank you for helping. Yeah, true. Thank you for helping with the strategies.
Okay,
I am very tired now. I will go to bed.
Let's see the
immediately.
results.
So
yeah.
I'm not trying to pull it out any longer.
So it's Charged and McLaren. Congratulations to the team and the drivers. They pulled it off. So they are free to race for the next race. It's going to be a mega event probably to see them fight it out. Nestory, Charged. Maybe Yono will be there as well. Who knows? But yeah, all in all, congratulations to Taxivator being P2 and Grandi P3. Also, the Red Bull guys, Yuki and Taxivator. Hell of a job there. Very consistent. Cassandri, very strong performance. Mcvision, awesome race from P11, I think it was, to P6 with a one-stop strategy. Mega drive. Also, Stealth, I think, qualified either in front of me or behind me. I think it was one place in front of me, and getting to P7. Darren, strong performance. Igiava, strong performance. Jormeli qualified P15 and took at least 1 point off, which is quite nice. But yeah, here we are, myself, J-Benz Dramet. Awesome race, strong performance from J-Benz and Dramet. I mean, strong performance in terms of battling and strategy-wise and everything. So yeah, very good job. Also, Aryan, nice to see him performing. He actually outscored me or outperformed me in qualifying. Yono, from what I heard on the stream from Paladin and from what I'm seeing here, out of position, like P15 is not his position. He missed the pit entry. We will probably get there in the race recap. And yeah, Pera and Radi, congratulations also for sticking around with us, racing with us, being there. Yeah. So yeah, let's go into the race recap. I think what helped me was at the end the stint on hard tires, which sort of gave me the opportunity to have better medium tires towards the end. So yeah, that helped me to get around Dramet, and in the end also in the dying laps to J-Benz. But yeah, I enjoyed the fight nevertheless. It was an amazing thing. I told Dramet I would get to him, and I enjoyed every freaking moment. Yeah, I enjoyed every freaking moment of that race. So yeah, I'm happy that I haven't I think I didn't get any slowdown this race, which is quite nice. Otherwise, I think one slowdown and I wouldn't have caught J-Benz or Dremet towards... Maybe Dremet, but not J-Benz. If I had one slowdown during the race. But I think I had a couple of moments where we had some unnecessary fights, and I am the reason for it as well. I have fought maybe some unnecessary fights there, battles against maybe McVision, maybe Jormeli at one stage of the race. But yeah, all in all, it was a great thing. I really enjoyed this the races this time around. So yeah, not the races, but the race and everything else around it. So let's see, how do we start here? Let me get away and get rid of this thing. Yeah, congratulations, Kosandri and Igiava, very nice race. I couldn't make use of my tires well, but lacked also a bit of consistency. Yeah, I saw you went out of the track. You went, I think, a couple of times through the shortcut, at least twice I've seen. It was fun, and in the end, that is what counts for me. Yeah, true. I have the same sort of feeling. I had very much fun fighting. So yeah, positioning or qualifying P1 Charged. Who would have thought? Congrats again to Charged for an awesome championship so far. Fought back, brought the fight back to the Mercedes boys. Yeah, who sort of struggled mid-season, either lacking of new parts and having tire issues. McLaren with their brake and tire improvements also made it all happen, you know. But also the drivers, very talented, very fast, natural speed. So yeah, all of them actually. Nestori, Yono, Charged. But yeah, then Taxi Vader P2, Randy. As I said, Mercedes struggling in there a little bit. I don't know if it's the track characteristics or if it's the parts that they didn't arrive on time for this racetrack. And then Kosandri P4, very strong qualifying from him. Yono P5, Yuki P6, J-Benz P7 and Dremet P8, very strong qualifying. Igiava P9, Darren P10. McVision 11th, this was somehow, this was very surprising to me to see. Then we had Aryan out-qualifying me as well as Jormeli and Stealth. Quite nice to see that happening. So he got up to speed, nice. And then we have Stealth, myself, Jormeli, Pera, and Radi being P17th. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what goes on here. So we have quite interesting start over here. So no big incidents. I think, I'm not sure if Darren caught a nope, no slowdown there for Darren. Yeah, myself as well here in the middle of the pack. I got sort of lucky. I tried not to be squeezed, but I had nowhere to go. So yeah, I don't know. I somehow got around those cars. Quite interesting to see what's going on at the front. So no shenanigans over here so far, but here, this was somehow, this is crazy over here, crazy speed from those guys. Let's see, in some sort of slow motion if it's possible to catch. This was actually scary moment here for J-Benz against Yono. And then, yeah, I don't know why I pronounced it with a pseudo Finnish accent, but yeah, against Yono, and yeah, everyone else kind of got quite easily around these first couple of corners, and especially through the S's. I thought that there would be much more incidents in lap 1, but luckily there was none. I had to lift over here to let Stealth pass, because otherwise we would have gotten stuck maybe, and yeah, and also who knows what might have happened. So yeah, here breaking into the hairpin corner, J-Benz hitting Yono there, immediately giving back the position. In the back, nothing. nothing too dramatic happened. Then here the approach towards this next corner, the heavy braking zone. Igiava slightly overshot there, but actually did well in doing so to not get gobbled up here by the other cars. Had 3 overtakes immediately, which is quite nice to see. Here I slightly bumped into Stealth, but I guess there was no time loss for him. McVision, I think, caught a very bad slowdown penalty over here that caught me as well off guard. I was surprised that he actually went through there. But I guess, I don't know, like he was maybe... Wait, let's see. McVision, great job. Kossa, let me see. Being in the lead with charge behind was nerve-wracking. I can imagine. Great job, Kossa. I messed up my quali. Yeah, that's true, McVision. Then we have Dremet. I hope my overtake on you just before you went into the pits wasn't rough. But not sure if you could fight with Yuki, Grandi, and Kossa with better starting positions. Yeah, 4 wide into the braking. Brake straight was lit. Yeah, it was actually. It was. But yeah, here... not sure if Stealth was aware that McVision was next to him, but he... I mean, I'm not going to... I don't know. This is not a push into the slowdown, but he definitely didn't leave enough space there, even though a car was next to him, so I'm not sure how this is going to be handled. I'm not going to say anything anymore. But in my opinion, yeah, a little bit more space, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. Stupid for McVision, yeah. He definitely was next to him, so he was alongside Stealth. He should have given him more space, that's my opinion. Yeah, Stealth should have taken a little bit more care of this. So yeah, McVision had to take the escape route to not hit Stealth there. I mean, in the same process, he sort of... Wait, but did J-Benz get a slowdown? That is also interesting because J-Benz was slow as well. Yes, wait. Yeah, J-Benz also caught a slowdown over here, which is... Let's see. Oof, yeah. Okay, slowdown for J-Benz and slowdown for McVision. This is not... yeah, this is not good for them. Yeah, I think as well that McVision got forced. Yeah, I am there with you, McVision. I think you got forced there into that position. I mean, you could argue that you could have braked, but the Mercedes should have given you a bit more space. That's definitely true. Yep. So you lost out, and then J-Benz lost out as well. In the meantime, Darren fighting or trying to cover Dremet there. I am also now there in the mix with Dremet, trying to sort of get into that position. I thought about an attack move over there, but actually went for the other option to sort of tuck behind Dremet and wait it out. Maybe they sort of tangle in the S's. Who knows what might have happened. J-Benz almost slid there into me. Fight there with McVision. Oh, but actually, wait, what was this move? Okay, yeah, J-Benz. Wait, what? I was watching the wrong car, sorry. So, yeah, J-Benz went out there, too steep of an angle to attack that turn, went out and also didn't make the corner there, which allowed McVision to sort of... Oh wait, did I get a slowdown over here? Did I get a slowdown over here? Let me see quickly. I just lifted. Yeah, I just lifted too much there. Yeah, I just lifted too much. So yeah, in the meantime, we had Kosandari there trying to go for a move on Charged. Charged maybe didn't expect Kosandari to be this feisty. A fierce battle going on there between them. Let's go and look at that as well. just let me wait out this here to see what's going on in the back. So yeah, we have a nice DRS train in the back there onto the long straight. So yeah. Okay, Kosandari actually attacked Charged over there. This is nice to see. Sorry for this back and forth, but this is very nice to see. Very strong performance. Yeah, this is something like similar to what happened to Dremet and myself. This sort of fight. Then I think this is Taxivator. Yeah, Taxivator also joining the mix here. This is very interesting to see. To look at that Charge is being attacked or being charged by 2 cars actually, and his teammate Yano is not that far away actually. He's also there, seeing it all unfold in front of him. But meanwhile, there is a small train building up behind Charged. I don't know, like maybe his tires are not up to temperature, and his Taxivator caught a slowdown. Ooh, but he also slowed down Yuki, his teammate, which is unfortunate to see, because Yuki could have gone maybe past Taxivator. He looks like as if he has a little bit more speed there for this first stint, I'd say. And now another move by Kosandari, which is, in my opinion, maybe not. I mean, now the Charge is not behind him. It is actually a smart move, but it wouldn't have been a good move if Charged was actually behind him. So now we see a switcheroo there. Very nice from Yuki and Taxivator. They sort of let each other pass. And so Yuki's like, you have a go. I didn't find any sort of meaningful ways to pass Charged and attack them. So, but yeah, unlucky for Yuki, he immediately caught the shortcut over there and went back behind Grandi. Grandi now has to fight his way through if he wants to have any sort of chances to the championship. He needed to find a way to pass Taxivator, Charged and Kosandari. He needed to get up to speed, but it actually didn't happen. Not now, at least. Grandi sort of struggling, as I said. Mercedes not showing the best performance lately. I don't know what it is. Is it the material that is, or is it the engine that's sort of giving up already a little bit? Maybe the new parts didn't help the improvements for the rest of the season. Maybe they're already focusing at the next year and the next championship. So yeah. Also here in my fight against McVision, I think this is actually one of the moments where it didn't help my race, because I was focusing towards the back to defend against McVision, and I sort of let Dremet go there. There is not a huge gap, but nevertheless there is a gap in front of me, and this gap might actually be the reason why I didn't score points towards the end. As well as these unnecessary small fights. And then nice to see that Dremet, Darren and Stealth, they are still sort of together, still on the same strategy with the medium tires. Just now saw your message, no worries, I am responsible getting into the pits cleanly, you just raced me, all good. Yeah, I think I was actually involved there as well. I bumped into Dremet when he went into the pits, because he was just on my path and I didn't, like, I sort of figured he would be going into the pits, but I didn't manage to. Yeah. Okay, nice to see Kosandari. So with the soft tires in front of Charged, very very interesting development over there in the front, or at the front. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Kosandari, very strong performance. I mean, he needs to be in front of Charged if he wants to use the tires the best way possible. So he needs to create a gap, he needs to sort of run away from all the guys in the back in order to make his strategy work. I think after lap 5 it was definitely a point of no return for him, sort of. If he didn't manage to pass Charge at this point, it would have been very difficult for his race development, or for his race actually, to sort of be where he was towards the end. Yeah, but yeah, let's see here. Igiava also quite nicely following the group, following the pack in front of him. Everyone sort of in some sort of like DRS train. Let's see, I think something happened to McVision. I think he went through a shortcut over there earlier. Yes, it was here, I think. That's when I noticed like McVision, yeah, he went through the shortcut and had to give some room there to Jormeli. Very fair for McVision, indicating that he went through a shortcut, let Jormeli pass, and I think he got stuck there for some time behind Jormeli or between Jormeli and J-Benz. But it's still interesting and very, very, very interesting to see that McVision managed, after everything that he went through this race and qualifying, that he still managed to be in P6, I believe it was, towards the end. So very, very strong performance from McVision again, showing that he actually, I don't know, that he actually had the pace in him, but couldn't quite use, or was unlucky in the qualifying to make use of that performance, the raw performance that he has. And also McVision, clinical, like in his, like when he is in the focus, like he's like a machine, like he drives just, you know, without any sort of mistakes. But I guess the first couple of laps, he lost the focus there a little bit, and you know, he needed to get into the groove again. A slowdown from McVision. Damn it, two shortcuts in a row, and like was that McVision or was that someone else? I'm not sure. That was someone else, I guess. Sorry, not McVision. Like this would have been very impressive if that was the case. But I think this was Dremet this time around. Yeah, this was Dremet actually this time around. And yeah, this is the moment where I think attacked him, but he came quickly back at the straight. I went onto this white surface over there, which is slowing down actually. So he came back immediately, charging back at me. So like, bring it on. And yeah, the fight between us, it was amazing. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed every moment. So yeah, let's see what's going on in the front again. Like, this group is quite close to each other. I mean, it looks spaced out, but reminding you that they are on different strategies. It's quite interesting to see that some of the slick tires couldn't actually develop a gap towards the medium runners, and now especially at lap 7 the soft tires are going to drop in performance and the medium tires starting to kick in. And as you can see, Charged is immediately back at Kosandari. And I believe Kosandari will probably stay out one more lap until he gets into the pits. I think at the end of lap 8 he gets into the pits, I'm not sure. And Igiava actually going, I think, for even... sorry, I had something in my eye. So yeah, McVision, no, this is actually Dremet. He is still in front of me there. He's also struggling there a little bit with his focus and concentration. Like, he did small mistakes in a few corners here and there, but whenever he was focused, he was easily in front of me. So I had no pace to sort of close the gap easily towards him and fast. So yeah, at that point in time, he was definitely stronger and quicker at the track. Meanwhile, Jormeli catching up, as well as McVision and J-Benz. J-Benz, an interesting strategy. I think he might also do... He did probably the one-stop strategy. Not sure if it was, but I think it is. Because at the end of the race, he was on hard tires, and I assume that he did a one-stop. I took 2 shortcut penalties in this race. One of them was right in front of you. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Dremet. And yeah, okay, so the other messages we got. Yeah, there is the fight between Dremet and Darren, and I was hoping actually to see some drama over there, but nothing actually happened. Now let's see, where is everyone? Okay, this is Arjen. I'm not sure where Pera and the other where Pera and Radi are, but they are quite far in the back, but behind Arjen. I will have a look there, and here we have an interesting scenario. I'm not sure what happened there for with Kosandri. Did he, like, something must have happened to him. So what happened? Did he get a slowdown over there? Like, what was the reason for him to fall back that far? Oh, he had a bad exit over there. Okay, so Taxivator attacked him. Maybe it was a smart... Yeah, okay, well, I don't know. Slight touches over there, and as you can see, even that small amount of touches made Taxivator lose some speed. Maybe he lifted because he had a feeling that he pushed Kosandri, who knows. But even that small amount of touching there actually makes the car slow down. So Taxivator overtaking now Kosandri, and this was a call for... a sign for Kosandri to get into the pits and get off these tires and switch to, I don't know, I think he went onto the medium tires. Yes, he went there into the pits as well as Igiava. Then it was time for the medium tires to shine. And yeah, as I said, Kosandri and Igiava both on medium tires, coming out in P13 and 14 respectively. Maybe not, maybe Igiava 15. Yes, Igiava 15 are behind Arjen, and then Igiava catching. No, was that a slowdown? No, that was not, because he is up to speed now. So let's see here what's going on over here. Charged actually now leading the race for the first time. After lap 2 or 3, something like that. I don't know when Kosandri overtook him, or maybe lap 4 was it. But yeah, everything else looks clean so far. Everyone went well through the S's. And yeah, here this small runoff there onto the white stuff, onto the white tarmac, or the bright tarmac, actually is slowing down quite a lot, and I tried to get into the groove to get towards Darren and Remet. I went off, yeah. I overtook Arjen before the straight. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, before the straight. So yeah, you overtook Arjen here into the heavy braking. This is quite nice to see, Giava. So looking at the time at the fastest laps, Kosandri so far with the fastest lap. Also very interesting, but this shows that Kosandri had a nice pace to challenge the cars in front with his soft tires, I have to say, while the others were on the medium tires. But we will see if they switch to the soft tires what the time differences will be. But so far Kosandri's having the fastest lap. And here an interesting development. I sort of got closer to the Remet as well, and to Darren. Also the cars behind me got closer to us as well, because now we are sort of blocked over here by our, like, we are blocking each other because of the fighting. And then I think Remet, yeah, this is the moment where Remet caught, I don't know how, but he cutted that turn a little bit more than he should have and got a slowdown. Very unlucky there for him, otherwise he would have been probably in a different position towards the end. But yeah, who knows. And then Paladin, I think, mentioned something about the Sauber boys switching the strategy and Dremet maybe letting McVision past. I tried to sort of break the slipstream, but I thought then, like, yeah, screw it. If he's going to attack me, then so be it. That's why I went back to the ideal line immediately. I sort of but this shows like how fast Dremet actually was there, and also how confident on the braking he was. I mean, yes, he did bump into me, but this was also because I slowed down there to get the corner the way I usually go around that corner. So yeah, but Dremet, like, I don't know, he underestimated my braking over there. Probably I did brake a little bit, maybe too much for his liking. So yeah, and now this is going to be like this for a couple of laps. I was actually hoping that Darren is coming in after this lap or at the end of this lap, because in the practice session he definitely did so. Like he went for 11 laps and then went into the pits with his medium tires. So I was expecting him to come in, and I was also expecting him to not block me in my attempt to overtake him, so that we don't lose a lot of time. Yeah, and all good, Dremet, it's fine. I wasn't angry or whatsoever. But yeah, here, this is what I wanted to show you, and these are the small mistakes that Dremet made overall during the race, which eventually cost him one position towards me, I guess, and also towards J-Benz. Yeah, I don't know, these small mistakes, they are costly, especially if the grid is as strong as it was tonight. Like, if you have seen the qualifying and the timings of those qualifying laps, then you would see that the gaps between the cars are not that huge actually. So everyone was showing the best performance tonight, and the strongest performances on this track so far. So yeah, but yeah, actually, and here, this is the moment where I was very surprised that Darren actually carried on for one more lap, and I was like, damn it, really, dude, like, why do you change your strategy tonight? And yeah, here, Jormeli, as the sole Ferrari, has a Ferrari moment. He went into the pits slightly onto the dirt. I think I did the same thing at some point during the race in one of my pit entries. So yeah, nice to see that we have still a DRS train of some sorts going on over there. So Stealth in some sort of like no man's land, trapped between, like has a huge gap towards the front of him, and has an even huger gap towards the back. So, but in the back, there is a small fight and small, yeah, battle going on between myself and Darren. Darren defending very well so far. I tried to go onto the outside to set myself up for the upcoming corner, but Darren braked so late and yeah, sort of like let his car roll out towards the outside. Very smart move actually there, defending like hard but fair, which was also nice. And yeah, he defended his position going into the pits, I guess. It was also okay because like I was really not expecting him to go one more lap. So yeah, this was very nice that he let me go, sort of. And yeah, so we had, but in the meantime we had our next pit stop customers over there. Grandi with going onto the soft tires, then Stealth going onto the soft tires, obviously driving the same strategy, as well as Darren going onto the soft tires. So yeah, let's see what's going on here. I was still trying to defend against Dremet over there. Here, Grandi comes out of the pits in front, or no, behind Kosandari, which is crucial for Kosandari actually. So now Grandi has to take care of J-Benz quickly if he wants to have a go on Kosandari, as well as Dremet and McVision. McVision this time around, I don't know what happened to Dremet. Did he catch another slowdown over here? Not quite sure. No, was it? Oh, it was earlier actually. Yeah, never mind, I'm not gonna rewind. So yeah, McVision actually didn't like the fact maybe that I was there in front of him. I actually expected McVision to have a similar or same strategy as I did towards the end. I thought maybe he would go hard, soft, medium, but he pulled off a one-stop strategy. Crazy McVision, crazy. I had a one-stop sort of strategy going on at the practice session, and I must say it didn't feel good, because that one-stop, it's crazy, because the slowdown is huge. If you don't manage your tires, if you overdrive the car, it is a tire eater, and this track, I mean, and it definitely hurts quite a lot. You lose a lot of time. Yeah, the funny part is about going onto the hard tires is that you actually can plan your strategies or your strategy during the race, because you will see how it develops. If it develops well and in your favor, you might actually switch onto a alternate strategy, as McVision probably did. So yeah, him pulling off this one-stop move was, I don't know, amazing, for lack of better words. And yeah, now we have Dremet finally coming in to the pits, switching on to the soft tires, I believe it was. Yeah, he switched onto the soft tires and was actually crazy fast with those. At some point, he and I will actually merge again somewhere on the track, and yeah, it's crazy. So here we have myself defending against McVision, and I was like, okay, McVision, come on, like, just leave it be. I will come into the pits. But when I had this bad exit onto this huge straight, I thought, like, okay, let's not fight anymore. I wanted to give him the room and to do the, like, smooth switcheroo, and here as well I misjudged the braking the same way maybe Dremet misjudged my braking into that turn. I bumped slightly into McVision, but I think it was not costly. Yeah, sorry for that. It was a misjudgment of mine. So, and I think I went into the pits. Yeah, here I went into the pits. Now it's going to be funny to, like, interesting to see where I come out against. But here we have Stealth against Kosandari making a move with his soft tires, obviously having slight edge over Kosandari. No, that was actually Grandi. I'm so sorry, Grandi. I apparently cannot read names anymore. So yeah, let's see what's going on here. So McVision on the hard tires. Let's see when he comes in. J-Benz on the medium tires as well. Here we had Igiava on medium, and there I was again. Oh. Yeah, this was actually no. I think yeah, I realized too late. That I sort of. But wait, this track has the same percentage deg as Singapore, lol. But the impact of deg was unforeseen. Okay, yeah. So I sort of should have sticked here towards the left side, but I actually went onto the right side, and then I realized that. Too late, that Jormeli and Dremet were actually approaching quite fast there. Jormeli braked in time, but Dremet almost, due to the Constantina effect, bumped almost into Jormeli, but he anticipated it well and already had slowed down enough to not bump into him. And I was very, very, very lucky to get in front of this group, because now I can use my medium tires the way I wanted. But you will see that Jormeli actually had some pace. I guess he already, I'd say, heated up his tires, fired up his tires, and had grip, as meanwhile I did not. I mean, obviously there is no such thing as heating up tires in TSU, but still, I want to believe that it is that is true. And so, yeah, leave me, let me dream. But yeah, here we have McVision actually being under attack there by Grandi, McVision knows that he needs to do a few more laps on these hard tires, so he cannot afford to battle to have a fight with people that he is not actually racing against. So very smart move there from McVision to let Grundy maybe go and use whatever slipstream Grundy provides him with and develop his race further. McVision slightly going off there. Igiava and J-Benz fighting it out. Igiava actually going... No, J-Benz actually going into the pits now for his first and only stop, I believe it was. So also very crazy from J-Benz to pull that one stopper off. Very, very crazy, very, very interesting to see. So here we have Charged actually coming out of the pits. Yuki now being in the lead with the medium tires. He needs to go into the pits as well at some point during this race. Let's see what is the tire status of 37%. So Yuki will come in at the next lap. Charged is at 100 obviously with the hard tires. I'm not sure if Charged also pulled off a one stop. I mean, crazy guys, come on, like how many one stoppers did we have? Yeah, of course, and then McVision and Grundy over there. Quite interesting, quite interesting. So let's go back to racing. Charged, very fair from him to cover only the inside over there. Slight bump between him and Grundy, but he let Grundy pass. He knows that he will have the upper hand with his hard tires. McVision, meanwhile, clinging on this P4 so far, trying to defend against Cassandri, who is also on a quite used set of medium tires. Very strong exit there for McVision, can actually re-overtake Cassandri, but now he is again pressured by Cassandri. He will not fight this, knowing McVision. He will probably tuck in behind Cassandri and focus on his race further. So Charge now, I think he already fired up his tires and he is already again in the groove. He is going to probably attack Grundy in the next lap, I assume. So we have the next pit stop from Yuki. He is also definitely going to switch. No, he is actually on the... No, he is actually in the hard tires. So he is pulling a one stop as well. So let's see, or maybe he switches to a soft tire towards the end, who knows. But at this stage, it looks very promising to pull off a one stop. So the group around... Oh, McVision hit a shortcut. Where is that? So McVision... Oh, shortcut over there, shortcut over there. Was it? Was it two shortcuts in a row? So, oh, one shortcut. And then the next shortcut, or was it just one shortcut? I'm not sure, to be honest. But this is unfortunate for McVision. The only positive thing about this is maybe he didn't use his tires through the S's that much, and at least saved 0.5% or something like that. That would be the only good thing about that shortcut. And yeah, as I said, Charged again attacking now Grundy, who is in the lead for the first time during this race. Very nice to see that change. As well as Cassandri still following closely Charged over there. McVision defending against Stealth, but had to sort of had a bad exit over there, and now McVision is also struggling quite a lot there with his hard tires, but actually every lap that he manages to stay in front of Stealth is giving him the edge over Stealth at the end, because him and Stealth, they started both on this at P11 and P13 it was, I believe, respectively, and then yeah, this is quite crucial there for McVision to be as well in front of him. But this is not good for Taxivator, because this sort of small fight between Stealth and McVision doesn't help Taxivator to get back to Charged and Kosandari, and he can see Kosandari there in front of him, who is now going into the turn, and Taxivator using McVision Slipstream maybe to his advantage to sort of get a little bit closer to Kosandari. Very nice, very fair fight here between all of them. Quite nice to see. Yeah, but I guess McVision is now struggling quite a lot there. As you can see, he is sliding left, right, and center. So, oh, this is actually, like, this was actually very close to, like, if McVision would need to come into the pits at this point, like, it would have been very time consuming, because he would have had to let Stealth pass and then enter the pits. But here McVision quite nicely lifts there to not catch to Stealth there towards the oh yeah, this was the moment when I had my incident with Jormeli. Let's see, I think it will happen. Yeah, here is the wait, was it? Yeah, here it was, I think. No, it was not here. Wait, where was it? Oh, did I go too far? Sorry. Yeah, I had a nice fight there with Jormeli, actually. He managed to sort of catch up to me, and I kind of brought the fight back to him, and here we sort of went on and fought through Sector 1 and Sector 2. But in this case, I think Jormeli will have a slight misjudgment over there, will bump into me into the braking zone, and yeah, here I think, I don't know, he actually bumped into me there. I went straight onto the dirt, lost some time over there, but Jormeli actually boosted me there a little bit to and this was very nice from him. Thank you very much, Jormeli, for that. Very, very sportsmanlike from him, and very good, very nice, very fair driver, Jormeli, as always. Hard racing but fair. Yeah, and then the mission was to actually catch Dremet, but now the gap was even bigger, and I needed to get away from Jormeli. I was actually scared that Jormeli, like, I was not practicing on the medium tires before, which is a mistake. I should have probably practiced on the medium tires. I didn't know the feeling of the medium tires, so yeah, and Jormeli had some pace there. As you can see, he could follow me through the S's as well. And for some reason, especially in the first stint, I was sort of shaking, and I think the hype was real, and I couldn't focus for quite some time. I needed a few laps, definitely. But after, I think, the first pit stop, I then focused a little bit more on the race, and I was, yeah, a little bit quicker than in my first stint. So yeah, but what's going on over here? So we have Stealth, I believe, McVision still going. This is really insane. We are at the end of lap 19, and McVision is still running his freaking hard tires. Meanwhile, Igiava goes for the second pit stop, and I think it's his final pit stop. So yeah, Igiava is going to switch onto the hard tires. So SMH was the strategy. No, wait, what? He's going onto the soft tire. What the hell? No, wait, what? Wait, was Igiava on? I am confused. I am really confused right now. Sorry, but this is okay. I don't know. I don't wanna resolve it. Sitting in a car park waiting on my son. Oh, yeah. Greetings, Darren. Nice from you to show up. Thanks. Also, very strong race from you, Darren. Yeah, here Yuki, McVision, I think, yeah, he had to let Yuki pass McVision now was actually suffering from tire drag too much. It's painful, it's hurting, but now that he dedicated himself to a one-stop, he needed to come through with it. So yeah, McVision also very aggressive pit entry over here, almost as well as stealth, almost could have missed the pits there, or the checkpoint, which would have been frustrating enough after that slightly bad qualifying. Now Grandi, Kosandari, hard tires for stealth. Yeah, he is on the same strategy as his teammate. Medium for McVision, hard for Darren, and yeah, they will come out at P11. Yeah, P11 for McVision there, right in front of J-Benz. This was crucial for him as well to come out in front of J-Benz, because J-Benz will not pit anymore, and McVision has to sort of use his medium tires. He has a slight gap towards stealth over there, just enough to sort of get into the groove again, to have some sort of motivation to attack. And when you don't have a car in front of you, even at this stage of the race for McVision, I think it's quite okay, because again, you can focus on your race for a couple of turns and get into the groove again, try to feel the tires, to have a sort of feeling for the medium tires now after a hard stint and a long stint on the hard tires, which were sliding quite a lot there in his run there, and this must feel quite nicely there now for McVision. So yeah, let's go back towards the front there a little bit. Dremet is now in P5, being attacked there by Kosandari. Dremet obviously struggling now a lot with his soft tires, and he will be in this lap. I think this is the moment when being stuck. This has cost you there, definitely. You could have probably attacked Grandi over there. This was quite costly for you, Kosandari, I agree. So yeah, but Dremet will get into the pits at this point. I think this was the moment where you overtook Dremet in the second to last corner, and Dremet was meanwhile trying to get into the pits, and you sort of collided a little bit there, and I also bumped into him here. This was unfortunate for Dremet that you attacked him just here. If you stayed maybe behind him, you would have lost a little bit less time, but this was actually time consuming for the both of you. And yeah, as well, and this is also lucky that I didn't push Dremet through the, like, I would have felt so bad if my push had caused Dremet to sort of miss the checkpoint over here. Yeah, the reason, again, if you can, I hope you can understand my my decision to put a checkpoint over here is that I wanted to avoid people doing the thing, you know, when they like decide to enter the pits and they would enter very late and cut across this track. I was actually going to move the triangle over here a little bit further up the, you know, but as this corner is a fast left-hander of some sorts, it was quite tricky to get the cars in a position to enter the pits in a safe manner. So I assumed that if I pull the triangle more towards the middle of that pit entry, it could have caused incidents in this turn over here of cars slowing down, trying to make the corner and you know, going into the pits. So that's the decision. This is the reason why the triangle is over here, and it's still causing some issues for some people. If you want, you can check how Singapore implemented that kind of checkpoint as well. Yep, I will take a look, definitely. But maybe later, not now, obviously. So yeah, Dremet now, as I said, Dremet now into the pits here for his final stint. He is probably happy to get rid of these freaking soft tires, and now he is on the faster medium compound again, which is quite nice. But yeah, he will have to slot in behind Darren and in P13. Meanwhile, I was being attacked there by the relentless Jormeli, who is not giving up on the idea of taking P6 there from me. And I was struggling at this point. Like, my tires, yes, they were not gone, but still I was sort of struggling behind Kosandri, even though he gave me the slipstream at some for some corners and for some part of the racetrack. I was struggling actually to follow him because I would need to adapt my braking now because of the downforce stuff and slipstream and everything. You know how that goes hand in hand together. So yeah, even here now my tires were sort of struggling, and I was like, my hand was already hurting there, and I went off the track a little bit, which cost some time but not too much. And I'm lucky to not get onto the gray stuff over there at the end of at the exit of the last turn. So yeah, trying to follow Kosandri as much as I could, but Kosandri just had different ideas and a different plan to run away to get as quickly as possible behind Grundy, which kind of didn't happen towards the end, but still that was the goal, that was the mission, to be in P4 at least, if possible. But yeah, P5, as he wrote in the beginning of this race recap, he will take it, I guess, with this strong grid that we had tonight, 17 cars as well on the grid. This was definitely a nice result towards the end. So yeah, Stealth meanwhile having issues there. I don't know if the brake balance of the Mercedes was not set correctly there. He overshot that turn, gave McVision the opportunity to close the gap a little bit more. McVision obviously knowing that if he can stay close to Stealth, he might end up having a higher position than he expected at the beginning of the race, because the other cars, myself included, had to come in at some point, and that would have been out here, Igiava and Jormeli. A slight touch there, nothing too dramatic there. It's nothing unfair, nothing. It's just an unlucky switcheroo sort of thing, where Jormeli slightly touched Igiava's rear right tire, and that caused Igiava to slow down there a little bit, and also to have for Jormeli to have a slightly worse exit in the last turn, which gave me the opportunity on the other hand to sort of stay in front of them for a little bit more, more than I should have probably. And also I would come in at the end of this lap, so that will be nice to see how it pans out and where I will slot in. J-Benz and Darren quite nicely there, trying to follow McVision and Stealth, trying to do their own race. J-Benz obviously now struggling slightly there on his used hard tires, trying to kind of stay close to McVision if possible, but it will definitely be tricky because McVision has the faster compound, the medium tires. Yeah, it would have been a difficult task to get towards McVision. Yeah, and this is me on my final stint over here. I'm coming into the pits. I think this was the first time I almost got this freaking turn right. But I then accelerated too early and went still onto the grass there, which slowed me down a little bit, but not too much. So yeah, let's see. So I am going to have a hard medium tire stint now towards the end. And this is actually important because meanwhile Dremet has 88% of tires. I am having 100% of tires, and I think it is photo finish. I will look at that. Definitely. Well, and this is the strat that actually gave me the advantage again against Dremet, to have a slightly better tire situation. And J-Benz having 69 percent of hard tires didn't help him towards the end, because there was still 9 laps to go. And yeah, I don't. I mean, what was the rate of tire drag was, I think, around 3% for the hard tires, as I calculated last night. Oh fudge. And 4.5% per lap for the medium tires, and 8% for the hard tires. Yeah, so let's see. So yeah, I will have a slight advantage there again against Dremet. So yeah, now it begins. Now this sort of thing went on for quite some time. Dremet and I, we sort of had this fight over here, which was quite nice to see. I gave him space. I tried not to push him off there. And this went on and on and on and on. And I tried to defend, but he was quick. And again, I was like, shit, is he like going to probably be quicker than I was on my... And here, he sort of lifted, and I lifted as well. This is... Oh, mind games. These mind games. Like, he lifted and I lifted. He wanted to tuck in behind me. I didn't want him to tuck behind me. I wanted him to be next to me, but then I lifted apparently too much, and I tried to retake the position, but outbraked myself over here and misjudged the corner and misjudged the impact of the slipstream. So I went straight. I went for this maneuver and in hopes to be in front of him, but nope, not with Dremet. He stayed ahead of me for the moment. So let's see what's going on over here. McVision and Stealth switched the positions finally. McVision ahead of Stealth, trying to catch now Jormeli, but Stealth actually wanting to have a last word with McVision there, not giving him the time to think about the P7 for the moment. So yeah, Stealth still trying to fight. So yeah, and this shows that how Dremet and I think sort of similar. And that is the reason why we probably meet so many times on the track, when we have most of the times the same pace, as well as lately with J-Benz, the same stuff going on with J-Benz. Yeah, quite nice. Hey, F1 Visualized, thank you for stopping by. Nice to see J-Benz here as well. So yeah, I actually, and don't get me wrong, I actually didn't want it was heartbreaking to overtake. You will see at the end, it was heartbreaking to overtake J-Benz at the end, but I was like, J-Benz would want me to attack him. So yeah, I was like, do I attack him actually? Do I not? And you know, do I give him that joy in being in front of me? But then again, I was like, nah, I need to attack him. He loves the fights as well. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, it sounds like, I mean, I don't want to, you know, I enjoyed it not only because I ended up being in front of them both, but the fights in general, they were the best thing during the race for me, at least, because there were no other things going on for me. But yeah, so this was as well crucial over here. Now some of the cars went in as, again, I am baffled about Igiava's strategy there. If not for Dremet here, I wouldn't have been in points. Listening to this while I make the result stuff. Yeah, nice, thanks, man. So yeah, thank you for your results and stuff. But yeah, here I am still baffled with Igiava's strat over there. Short, soft stint, and then probably going again onto the soft tires. Yes, as well. Yeah, indeed. So, and then Jormili as well. I think if we didn't have the fight, Dremen and I, we might have been in front of both of them. But this fight actually here gave Igiava the upper hand on both of us to sort of stay ahead of us. Dremet passed, and I was like, yeah, I need to go. I need to come in front of. I need to be in front of Jormili there. I need to get past Jormili as soon as he gets out of the pits. And so I did. I tried to stay close to Dremet here, tried not to bump into him, try not to sort of hit him or whatever. I just wanted to have this clean fight with him. Now he is trying to sort of block me off there. I'm sorry guys if I'm showing our battle, but for me this was definitely... I will also get into the other battles. I will rewind if necessary. But I need you to see this as well, because here Dremet was like, okay, I'm gonna move towards the left side and block the inner, but I didn't want to go to the right side. So I okay, you want to do that? Then it's your fault if you stick too close to the corner entering, or to the corner entrance. So yeah, but then again, I opened up a little bit to give him some space, and then tried to have a switcheroo with him, but didn't help. Dremet still stayed in front. Meanwhile, Jormi is like, guys, can you please do that somewhere else? I need to pass you. I have soft tires. I want to pass you. So yeah, Jormili had like VIP tickets for this battle. So I attacked him again into the last corner, and this is actually insane over here, this sort of battle. I didn't want to... Like, I noticed Jormili is going to close me off there, and I was like, okay, no, I'm not going... Like, it was risky, I admit. It was definitely risky, but I didn't want Jormili to close me off there. So I went in between Jormili and Dremet. So, and this was... And this is, like, interesting. Like, even though it was a dangerous situation, neither of us did anything stupid to block the other car. So... yeah, I don't know, like here maybe a slight touch from me there against Dremet, but again, this, like, for a three-way fight into turn one, this was freaking clean. So yeah, I will give you the full speed. I will show you the thing in full speed now, in regular speed I mean. So yeah, this is it, this is how it panned out. So yeah, this is... Yeah, this fight was there, and then Jormili finally passed us. Okay, and I was like, okay, Jormili is through, I cannot fight Jormili, I don't want to fight Jormili, I want to fight Dremet, and my focus switched back again to Dremet there. I don't know, I tried to stay ahead of him, and here I thought like, okay, I'm not gonna defend this time around. If he's overtaking me, then I will repass him on the straight. I tried to sort of block him, but then again, yeah, Dremet now picked the inside line. I didn't want to go too far to the left, to the right side. I mean, now again this switcheroo with Dremet. Yeah, he again overtook me on this part of the track, and I was baffled. Like, he had already used medium tires. Why is he freaking faster than me? Yeah, but I guess this is how it goes on this track. The track characteristics allows for comebacks and switcheroos. So yeah, I guess this was nice. And then he is defending now the inside, and I was like, okay, defend the inside. I'm not gonna go too far to the right, so we both will have a bad like turn one entry. So yeah. again, fighting through the S's. I had a feeling that I had hit the S's a little bit better than Dremet, because every time we went through it, I sort of gained a little bit on time and I could follow him quite easily. Meanwhile, Dremet was struggling actually to nail those corners, and I had a few of them that went actually smooth, and I immediately could close up the gap. So yeah, again, to this back straight shenanigans thingy, and now I wanted to brake as late as possible. I left him some space. Obviously he bumped into me, but that was not as bad or whatever. I'm not mad about it. And here I did almost the same thing. Like, I noticed him cutting there slightly too much. So yeah, he went through the shortcut, and I think at this point in time we separated there a little bit, and now I was finally sort of free to move away from Dremet and to finally sort of focus a little bit more towards the front. I think, yeah, this is it. I think at this point during the race I was gone, and the fight between Dremet and myself came to an end. Yeah, he won't be able. I think he will also leave the track at some point here. Here maybe, yeah, here. This is the moment where he made a slight mistake. Maybe one more time at some point. Yeah, here as well. He is struggling now a little to follow me there. So yeah, I think this was it. There is nothing worth mentioning anymore. At this point, I think I kind of figured that his tires were sort of giving up there slightly, and that he will have a harder time to follow. So yeah, well, he came back here a little bit, but I think here in this turn I watched my mirrors, and I saw the smokes puffing in the back of his car, so I was like, okay, this is it. So, but yeah, let's go and watch McVision and Stealth over there. What is Stealth saying? Rivalry is real here. I would even say camaraderie. You two should be teammates next year. No, we need to stay sorry, but we need to stay separated, because that is the fire that sparks this whole frenemy and competitiveness, I think. Or that's the spark that lights the fire, I'd say. That sort of gives this competitive edge and competitiveness between us, and you know, the small fights here and there. So Jabin's now actually here defending now against Darren, but yeah, Jabin's having the slightly worse, or not slightly, but actually worse tires than Darren, and now Jabin's needs to focus on Igiava to not lose more time than he should have, as well as Jormeli there, who was actually close as well. By the way, Stealth, sorry for the incident at the end of the straight. Wanted to let you pass on the outside, but too late. Okay, I will definitely look at that point. I'm not sure if that was earlier in the race. Probably it was. But yeah, Jabin's now very much... Oh, and Jabin's with the short... Oh, this is the reason why Jabin's actually fell back that much. Oof. And then another one. Is that another one? Sorry, Jabin's. I have to look it up. Where is it? So... shortcut over here, and yeah, okay, that was the only shortcut. No, wait. So the shortcut was the shortcut was over here, and then in the S's. Oh yeah, shortcut. Yep, very fair from Jabens to move away from the ideal line, and then another shortcut. Okay. like 6 seconds of slowdown is quite painful, and also this definitely helped me in at the end of the race. So yeah, let's see what is the photo finish McVision was talking about. Is it between Yuki and Grandi, or is it between McVision and Stealth? I'm not sure. I would have lost places anyway. No, I don't think I would have. Like, I caught you only in the last lap, in the last 3 turns or something like that. I don't think you would have lost that many places. I don't think you would have lost that many places. Like, you would have been in front of me definitely towards the end, so yeah. Pushing too much. Yeah, true. I mean, your strategy definitely was not allowing for the tire deck to be high, so yeah, it definitely was the pushing that maybe caused the tire deck to be that high, so that you had almost no tires to fight with towards the end. So yeah. Yeah, Yuki now has a slightly bigger gap towards Grandi, but we have to watch at some point McVision and I think Stealth, I believe. Great move from you at the end. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and this was the final lap. I need also to watch McVision and Stealth. I definitely have to. So yeah, I was actually reeling you in here a little bit because of your tire situation. Having 42% hard tires against 63% of medium tires is quite something, and I don't want to... Yeah, it's definitely the tires that gave me the upper hand towards the end, so yeah. But let's see, McVision and Stealth. Where is McVision and Stealth? So here, final lap for Igiava, Darren and Jormeli. Igiava clinging onto P9 there, fighting or defending against a very fast Jormeli towards the end. And now here, Stealth, now bringing himself into position to attack McVision. Maybe a slight touch, I'm not sure, but actually it didn't help much. But now Stealth has to experience the draft, the slipstream from McVision, sort of positioning himself to attack him, to attack McVision. Oh wait, let me first go and look at... I will rewind a couple of times, guys. Don't worry. I need to see the deserved... here, where is it? Yono almost... I need to find the situation with Yono where he missed the pit. So yeah, quite interesting to see that Charged almost lapped his teammate, but again, Yono only ended up in this position because of the pit entry and he missed the checkpoint probably. So yeah, Yono being in P16 is quite difficult to see there, but yeah, Charged actually here going through the start-finish line, winning the championship and having the Constructors' Championship in the back. So yeah, very nice, very strong performance from Charged all season long. Very strong. Congratulations, Charged. But now let's go back to McVision and Stealth. Where are they? So McVision and Stealth, as I said, Stealth now came close to McVision at the end of the long straight, bringing himself into position for an attack there. Oof. A tricky situation over here, to be honest. Even though Stealth was, yes, he was on the inside, but these, yeah, okay, well, the pushes were not that harsh. Slight touches over here. Obviously no one giving up, and oof. Oh, this was close. This was close. This was close. This was close. Oh my god, without the without that slightly bad exit there from stealth at the end, I don't think McVision could have stayed in front. But let's see. Wait, what is the tire situation here between McVision and Stealth? Stealth 53, McVision 39% mediums. Oh my god, McVision was hanging on by a thread there. This is amazing stuff. Oh yeah, and Stealth was actually maybe for a moment in front of McVision, I'm not sure. This is crazy. Crazy stuff from McVision and Stealth. Look at that. After 35 laps, McVision and Stealth are separated by only, what is it now? Wait, what? 0.001. Like, is it 0.00? No, wait, what? Yeah, 0.001. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is amazing content. Oh my god. Oh my god, like this is crazy. This is crazy. So, let's see. Okay, let's follow now the situation with around J-Benz and myself. So I was getting closer here towards J-Benz. Yeah, his tires definitely falling off now. I was actually thinking about, like, I was like, should I let him leave him in front of me or not? And I was like, nope. I don't think J-Benz would have liked that. So I attacked here in the last. Where is it? I attacked over here in the last corner, so let's see. So let's have a move here. So I was like, do I get him towards the end? But I must have him towards the end because the next couple of corners are definitely going to be hurtful for him and his used, worn out hard tires against my fresher medium tires. So yeah, I was lining him up, and then at the end I had a slightly better exit. Without this exit at the second to last corner, I don't think I would have attacked him over here. He would have closed off the yeah, he would have closed off he would have closed the door and I would have been a goner. So yeah. So let's see. J-Benz actually trying to yeah, J-Benz trying to, it's just, what is the difference between J-Benz and myself? 108, okay. So yeah, J-Benz trying to close the distance by going into the slipstream, but yeah, didn't help. Dremet meanwhile going onto the dirt. I guess his medium tires as well, yeah, falling off slightly there. And then yeah, this is it actually. And yeah, it was quite funny that actually J-Benz, Dremet and I ended up again somewhere on the same spot on the track towards the end. Yeah, interesting stuff. I know you don't need handouts. I know. I just didn't want to kind of snatch another position from you in the dying. Yeah, I don't know. In the end of the race, you know, as it happened a few times already. So I don't want you to complain again. So that's why I thought, like, should I let him, because we don't gain any points. If it was for points, I definitely would have attacked you, but since it was not, so I was thinking of like letting you in front of me there. So yeah, So let's see, where is Yono and Pera? Yono managed to get in front of Pera. And then, yeah, Yono weaving there. Celebrating already. But yeah. Again, through goes Yono, yes. I need to find actually the moment where you sort of went through the pit. You were on medium tires, so you would come in at lap 11 or 12, something like that. Let's see if I'm right. Lap 12 maybe. Lap 13 even, okay, lap 13. So, no, not even here. So Yono is coming into the pits right now. No, wait, what? No, not even here. Okay, so you were on a one stop, lap 15. Okay. Lap 15, interesting, okay. Oh, okay. Oof. Oh, this is heartbreaking. Ah, this is heartbreaking, man. Yeah, this is... I mean, I'm... Yeah, not read the chat, but also, I mean, I would assume that people already know that a triangle means be careful, there is a slowdown marker over there, and actually there is actually a pit entry route that you have to take. So, and the checkpoint is actually placed on top of this pointy edge over here, showing pointing towards the white line. So yeah, you missed it by quite a lot there. If we are looking at this from this sort of angle, very unfortunate. I'm so sorry for you there. You would have been definitely in the points and in the mix for some nice battles with the others, but seeing you missing this sort of checkpoint over there, yeah. So now the indicator is showing Yono missed the checkpoint. What you could have done is maybe you could have resetted your car. Let's see. Did you do it? Now resetting the car. Now you could have resetted the car actually, and you would have been. You could have resetted the car and you would have been spawning in front of here, and then you would have needed to come into the pits again for a drive-through, and this would have been. And this would have been not your fault, Cyber, as Whiplash would call me, amateur. But yeah, I mean, if you would have known better, like if you would have known the information, so if this happens, in this case, what you would need to do is you go into the pits, you opt for a different compound as you have done, you leave the pits, and as soon as you leave this line over here, as soon as you exit this line, you could have hit the respawn button. You would have respawned over here again because you crossed the line for pitting. No, wait, you did not. Yeah, you did cross the line for pitting, and you could have gone. You could have gone again either through the pits or over here onto the track, and then having a normal race. You would have lost a lot of positions, but you would have had a normal race. So yeah, let's follow Yono around. This is pain. This is pain now. Look, and he would have been around P8 now, and now he realized that he missed a checkpoint. Oh, and then he respawned. Like, let's see. And then he respawned. Let's wait for Yono to respawn. Now he respawned. At some point he will appear here. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. And this is the stuff. Like, in this case, because you spawned over here, that means that you didn't actually you didn't go through the pit entry marker, but you went rather through the racetrack marker. So what you need to do is now to go around, not here into the pits again. You could have gone and stayed on the regular racetrack and go around. That's what you should have done. But again, in the heat of the moment, during this race, and everything that went on to understand what actually happened, I guess you don't have the time to think about all of the solutions and possibilities. So yeah, it's no wonder you sort of... Yeah, he used instant transmission, I would say, like in Dragon Ball. Instant transmission for this respawn there from Yono. I'm so sorry, Yono, for this situation. I feel very bad for you that this happened. You would have been actually in a quite good position to fight for decent points. But yeah, it happened. So where is that incident Igiava was talking about in some of the... At some strait, I don't know, Igiava mentioned an incident with stealth at some point, I'm not sure. Self-served. Very respectable. Where is that incident with Igiava and stealth? Is it... No, this is Yuki? So Igiava and stealth. Stealth behind them now. No, stealth is still in front of Igiava. I'm not sure which lap it was. I don't know. Maybe we won't find it. Oh, Igiava is now in front of stealth, okay. So maybe it will come at some point. Maybe it's here after. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, again, I think this is it. Meanwhile, here, this moment, again, I don't know, I have to look it up at some point. Again, the fight between Remit and myself. I think it was definitely the best moment for me during the race. Yeah. I don't know, it was a nice fight. But yeah, again guys, very proud of the behavior of all of the drivers during this race. Very nice, very strong performances from everyone. Everyone on the highest level. Everyone being very fast, very strong. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. I hope you liked the stream. And I guess we will see each other in the next event. Or at least the next race will be in Brazil at Interlagos. Or Interlagos. And I think that is the first track after this one. The more like the traditional track. More open, more friendly, not as punishing, and yeah, I guess I will see you there. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching this with me, or rewatching this with me. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, take care, have a good night, and have a nice rest of the week. See ya in the next one. Bye bye.